What's up, I'm Neutral Chaos, and welcome to my video, where I'll be testing out different flower combinations to hopefully inspire you guys. Is your build feeling plain? Flowers can help with that. But if you're just looking for some quick combos and don't feel like experimenting, then this video might be for you. Starting off with a combination of blue and purple. For this build, I took inspiration from LD Shadow Lady's Mermaid Palace. So here's our flower palette, starting off with a pink tulip, and then we have a peony, a lilac, and an allium. And then we have an amethyst crystal, a pitcher plant, a cornflower, and a blue orchid. Here we have our next build that took inspiration from a world I previously had and lost, sadly. This build takes on a red and green color palette. I really wanted to combine spruce along with mushrooms and poppies. The flowers I used for this build are tulips, poppies, and roses. However, I did use other plants and mushrooms. For this next build, I decided to introduce candles to the mix, because why not? For the color palette, we have orange, white, and gold. For this build, the inspiration is literally just those mods that turn the birch leaves orange. For the flowers, I used white tulips, lilies of the valley, azure bluettes, those egg-looking flowers, dandelions, sunflowers, and orange tulips. I also used grass and ferns. For this build, I took a little bit of a different approach and made a house. This was also inspired by a build I had in a world that I lost. And I really wanted to make a moss roof. Those are so fun. For this build, I used potted plants, cherry saplings, those flower petals, pink tulips, peonies, lilacs, and alliums. This next build was inspired by a specific build from an old LD Shadow Lady video. It's one of the more simple builds I made. There's not a lot going on, so I'll just cut to the flowers I used. Which there's also not a lot of. Just a blue orchid, a cornflower, and a lily of the valley. I also used some of the warped stuff. For this last build, I took inspiration from an aesthetic I do not know the name of. This one was really fun to make. And there's a secret cave in the back with some kind of like spell or ritual going on. I don't know. I felt rebellious when I was making this. For the plants, we have wither roses, cherry saplings, spruce saplings, those flower petals, pink tulips, ferns, and peonies. Oh, and pumpkins. For now, that's our last build. There may be more in the future, but don't expect more. I was originally planning to make this into a series, but I realized I don't think I'm going to be able to make this into a series. There's just not enough flowers, and I'm not very consistent. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.